Hello everyone, and welcome back. In this episode, we're exploring Xiamen, one of China's most famous coastal cities and an important port on the southeastern coast of Fujian Province. Located on the western side of the Taiwan Strait, just across the water from Xiamen Island, Xiamen is known for its beautiful coastal-line, relaxed lifestyle, and is often ranked as one of the most livable cities in China. First, China Uncle Mikey will take you to Gulangyu Island, one of China's most unique islands, once home to foreign consulates during the 19th century. The island is filled with hundreds of historical buildings from around the world. Next, we will visit Nanputuo Temple, one of the most important Buddhist temples in southern China. Then we will explore Zengcuo'an, one of Xiamen's most popular cultural districts, where visitors come to experience Minnan culture, local food, and vibrant street life. After that, we will walk through Zhongshan Road Pedestrian, Xiamen's oldest and busiest shopping street, to experience the city's nightlife. Finally, we will head to the top of Xiamen Twin Towers for an incredible panoramic view of the city's skyline. So come along with me and let's begin our new journey.
So we are going to Gulangyu today. It's an island apart from the main city part of Xiamen. There are several ferry that you can take. This is 内厝澳码头嘛，
内厝澳是已经也封走的，要跑到内厝澳去了。
那我们就11点50嘛好了。So we just for the ticket 60 RMB. For the locals, it's like 4 RMB. But for the tourists, the lowest price is 35. But we bought a luxury cruiser or something because that's the only one available, and it's 60 RMB. It's a good place. It's a warm place, beautiful views, and nice food. Seafood, very tasty.
Gulangyu Island lies just off the southwest coast of Xiamen. It's only a few minutes away by ferry from the city. After Xiamen became a treaty port in the mid-19th century, Gulangyu developed into an international settlement. Countries including Britain, Japan, the United States, and Germany established consulates here, leaving behind an impressive collection of European-style villas, churches, and historical buildings.
Adult tickets 88 RMB. Look at this. This is a local temple or a kind of like church look like place. I'm not going there. It's too expensive.
The highest point on the island is Sunlight Rock, standing about 19 meters above the sea level. From the top, you can enjoy breathtaking views of Gulangyu, downtown Xiamen, and the Taiwan Strait. The island's mix of European architecture, Gothic churches, and traditional Minnan houses makes it especially attractive to Chinese tourists. Many people feel they can experience a touch of Europe without leaving China. As many of you know, Vera and I travel regularly between Europe and China. So to be honest, although I really appreciate the Spanish and the Southern European atmosphere here, it didn't feel particularly unique to me compared to places I have already visited in Europe. Next, let's visit Nanputuo Temple, one of the most important Buddhist temples in southern China. It is located right next to Xiamen University. Compared with many of the temples I have visited in northern China, Nanputuo Temple has a much more elaborate style. The roofs are more decorative, and the carvings are far more detailed. It's a great example of the differences between southern and northern Chinese temple architecture. The temple dates back more than 1,000 years to the late Tang Dynasty. The main attractions including the Hall of Heavenly Kings, the Mahavira Hall, and the Sutra Library. Behind the temple rises Wulao Peak. After visiting the temple, you can hike up to the mountain, where you will find the beautiful views and ancient stone inscriptions carved into the cliffs, making it a worthwhile stop for history lovers.
We are leaving this Nanputuo. It's a brand new Buddhist temple. They renewed everything. The Buddha statues were new. We are not allowed to take pictures, not allowed to take the footages. You are not allowed to film the Buddhist, statues.
一杯西瓜汁啊，这个是什么？
那个是椰奶。
2杯15侬要不啦？侬4股票要不啦？哎呦，还是冰啊！我天哪，侬好喝。
水果片片鸡吧。
This place is called Zengcuo'an, one of Xiamen's most popular cultural districts. Once a quiet fishing village, and now a lively area packed with local food, cafes, shops, and nightlife. There are so many Fujian specialties that we had a hard time to decide what to eat. Walking through the narrow food streets gives you a real taste of southern China, and it's a very different atmosphere from Shanghai.
你们早上几点开啊？
我是比较晚过来，我都是12点多1点。
12点。
一人
晚上开到几点啊
12点多。
哦，那就12个小时了。马上暑期了，是不是会好一点？旅游季到了。
这还不好讲呀。
你们这边冬天不是很冷，对吧？就是不会低于10度，不会低于10度，
不会低于10。
好，祝你生意兴隆。
Just outside the neighborhood is Xiamen's sandy coastal line, where people can actually swim. Walking along the beach and enjoying the sea views give you a completely different feeling from the inland cities of China.
Now I'm on the busiest street in Xiamen. This street is called Zhongshan Road, the Zhongshan Pedestrian actually.
Zhongshan Road Pedestrian has more than 100 years of history and is one of Xiamen's busiest shopping streets. Its most distinctive feature is the traditional arcade buildings, which combine Minnan, Southeast Asian, and European architecture styles. At night, the street becomes even more lively with bright lights, food stores, restaurants, and huge crowds. It's a great place to experience Xiamen's food, shopping, and nightlife.
Today is the last day in Xiamen. Actually, we don't plan a lot of activities. The Xiamen city, a lot of shops, but the same style, same food, sha cha mian and he zai jian, all the seafood, right? The lobsters and, some shellfish or this kind of things. But now we are heading to the Twin Tower, a landmark here, but the new skyscraper built up. It's called the Shimao Mall or something. Let's go to the tower and see what we will find over there.
Our final stop is the Xiamen Twin Towers, the city's most recognizable modern landmark and the tallest buildings in Xiamen. Standing above 300 meters tall, the towers dominate the city's skyline. We visited the observation cafe near the top to enjoy spectacular views of Xiamen's coastal line, Gulangyu Island, and the surrounding sea. To be honest though, there weren't many people there. The views are fantastic, but the prices are quite high, so it's probably not the first choice for most local visitors.
在这边等。
这2位住双床是吧？
对的。
No,
You like this room?
It's not bad.
When I was in Kaifeng, there was some like a new renovation. The toilet is on this side and shower room is like this, not the traditional one. Yeah, so it's clean and it's nice actually. 350 or something. This is like the modern renovation. So small screen TV. There's a balcony here.
We don't allow to get out.
Come here. They can have their doors open. No, you have to scan the room card or something.
I don't think this
No?
is scan. No.
Our room is too cheap or something.
That's the reason.
The food in Xiamen is mainly part of the Minnan cuisine tradition. Because Xiamen is a coastal city and an important port, seafood plays a big role in the local diet. You can find the seafood restaurants almost everywhere. You can simply sit down, look through the menu, and choose what you want. Clams and oyster omelets are very common local dishes here. Another interesting option is to visit a restaurant that looks almost like a seafood market. You choose the seafood yourself, then you wait it, and then the owner cooks it for you in whatever style or flavor you prefer. This is quite different from the dining experience I'm used to in Shanghai. Getting from Shanghai to Xiamen is actually quite easy. We decided to fly and our tickets costs around 500 to 600 RMB per person.
We're arriving in Xiamen. It took like 1 hour and a half. It wasn't a long flight.
After arriving at the airport, we simply took a taxi into the city. It cost us around 50 RMB, so getting from the airport to downtown was very convenient. Finally, let's talk about getting around Xiamen. In the city center, I mainly found the regular shared bicycles rather than shared electric bikes. The yellow ones are Meituan bikes, and they are very cheap. It costs roughly 1.5 RMB for 30 minutes, although prices can be vary depending on the current rates and the promotions. It is very convenient. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, China Uncle Mikey, see you in the next China video.